distinguished guest of the day, Dr. S. Benson Edwin Raj, valued professors, scholars, and participants. A glad welcome I bring to you this morning, filled with the desires of hopes and dreams we all are going to share today. To invoke the presence of the Lord, I take this splendid opportunity to invite our Secretary and Principal, Reverend Sister Dr. Arokirani, to begin this webinar with a prayer.
You are precious in the eyes of the Lord. Isaiah, risen Lord, God of infinite love and mercy, you are a presence of inner light, source of all strength. We praise and glorify you for your great blessings showered upon us today. We raise our hearts and minds with gratitude for the gift of this day and for the opportunity to organize this webinar. We submit all the participants, the organizers, the convener, Dr. Deena Suresh, the resource person, Dr. Benson Edwin Raj, in your divine presence. Bless them with your divine light, wisdom, and knowledge, so that they will be the messengers of your love, peace, and source of knowledge. This we ask in your powerful name, Jesus, O Lord. Amen. My dear participants, a graceful morning to everyone present here. A joyous welcome to you all. I hope this webinar will pave the way and it will provide some new frontiers, new look, new techniques in all the challenges of this pandemic period. I wish you all good luck and God's blessings. I appreciate the head of the department and her team members for their new efforts and initiatives to organize this webinar on blockchain technology. May the good Lord bless you all. Be a blessing today. Have a joyful day.
Thank you so much, Sister. I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to invite our chief guest, Dr. S. Benson Edwin Raj, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Information Sciences, Higher Colleges of Technology, Fujairah Women Campus, United Arab Emirates. Let me give a very brief introduction about our chief guest. Dr. Benson Edwin Raj is a doctorate in the Faculty of Information and Communication Engineering, specialized in network security. He has completed his Bachelor's of Engineering in Computer Science and Engineering at Madurai Kamaraj University, his Master's of Engineering in Computer Science and Engineering at Anna University, Chennai, and his doctorate in the field of Information and Communication Engineering, specialization in Information Security in Anna University, Chennai. He has nearly 20 years of engineering experience in India, Oman, and UAE. He was working as assistant professor in the School of Computer Science and Technology, Karunya University, India. He was a head of major information security and lecturer in the Department of Information Technology, Rustek College of Applied Sciences, Sultanate of Oman from 2012 to 16. He is currently working as associate professor in the Department of Computer Information Science in Fujairah Women Campus, UAE. He has successfully passed the IBM Academic Certificate Exam for Blockchain Developer Mastery Award in 2019, IBM Academic Certificate Exam for Web Application Security Engineer Mastery Award in 2019, IBM Academic Certificate Exam for Security Intelligence Analyst Mastery Award in April 2017. He was a co-principal investigator of a funding project from the Research Council, Oman. He has also received the Best Faculty Award from Karunya University, India in 2007. He has published many papers in international and national journals too. He has been invited in many institutions as guest speaker. He is an honorary member of the Campus Council and Higher Colleges of Technology, Fujairah Campus, United Arab Emirates from 2018 to 19. He was an international advisory board in the first international conference on recent trends and challenges in computation models in 2016. He is a research project reviewer in Qatar National Research Fund from 2015 till date. He is a research project reviewer in the Research Council Oman from 2015 till date. He is a system coordinator network security in Rustek College of Applied Sciences Oman from 2013 till date. He is also a member in Internal Audit Committee Rustek College of Applied Sciences in Oman from 2013 till date. He was an academic council member, board of studies member, university Coordination Committee member and a member of Purchase Committee in Karunya University, India from 2005 to 11. He is also a Cisco Certified Network Associate Academy certification holder. I welcome our resource person, Dr. S. Benson Edwin Raj. Welcome you, sir. I once again wish to extend my hearty welcome to one and all present here. You all have rendered your valuable time from your busy schedule, and without you all, we cannot even think to make this webinar a grand success. Many of you have made a huge effort to join with us today. Welcome you all, and sorry for the 15 minutes delay. Welcome you all. I now request Dr. S. Benson Edwin Raj to take over the session.
Happy to be here to share with you on the topic blockchain technology. Thanks to the principal ma'am for your concern and hearty welcome, and thanks to Ms. Deena Suresh for giving me this opportunity. So I am Dr. S. Benson Edwin Raj from Higher Colleges of Technology, Fujairah, UAE campus. Today we are going to discuss about the topic on blockchain technology. So I have these topics to be discussed today in a quick span of time. So we will start with what is the current problem, why we need blockchain, what's special about blockchains, how a blockchain works, blockchain versus Bitcoin, what's the difference between public blockchain and private blockchain, how to build a blockchain solution, and finally some research challenges that is involved in blockchain. So if you have a question, maybe at the end of the session, you can type in the chat. Right now, I'm not able to see your chat messages. Maybe Dr. Deena Suresh can send me in WhatsApp, or later on, once the presentation is over, I will take the questions for you. So I will share my email ID also, so that if you have a question related to this, you can surely contact me for further things. All right. What is the current problem? Why we need blockchain? The problem here is, how do we tell something is fake or legit in today's real world? Just take, for example, we come across many things in today's real world. How do you tell it is fake or real in today's world? Example, take a rupee. There are fake rupee notes. Take a driving license. People can forge a driving license, have a different name, different ID, different number. Voter IDs. Voter ID could be forged. Duplicate IDs can be created. Of course, we all know it. And organic food. You go to a supermarket and you see something, a food named as organic. How do you trust it? Is it really organic, or you just trust the label just written as organic? The owner of the land, yes, this is a very important example. There are a lot of land disputes today. Who owns this land? Sometimes you see the same land is owned by more than 3-4 people having the same document. Of course, for sure, only one owner or one document is the real one, whereas the rest is going to be fake. How do we know that? How do we tell something is fake or legitimate in today's real world? That's the confusion. So basically, there is a central authority that's keeping a record of it. If you want to see a rupee, RBI can tell whether this rupee, the serial number for the rupee is the correct one or the fake one. RBI can tell it. If you go to the driving license, every driving license has a unique number, and the driving license department can tell whether it is right or wrong, and so on. So generally, most of the to tell whether a document is real or fake is based on the record. Based on the record that is most probably maintained by a central authority. Generally, you see there is a centralized ledger. They maintain all the documents. If you go to the Tahsildar office, they maintain the Patta document, who is owning the land, and so on. If you go to them, they may have the reference to it. Now, what is the problem? Central authorities, whenever there is something is central, they have a lot of powers, and it's going to be correct. There's a famous saying: "History is written by victors." Whatever we are learning in the history, we don't know whether it is true or whether it's fake. So, as history is written by victors, whoever has won the battle has changed the history. So, whatever we read, we need to believe it. Someone decides to change the record, how much money is owned or owed. being it as a life. Of course, we all live in a corrupt world, and it's a centralized authority. It's easy to be corrupted. Since it's a live stream, I cannot cite many examples on corruption. You can find out more examples. Of course, each and everyone here, I'm sure, are a member of this as a part of this corruption. So the solution to it, whenever there is something that is central authority, there is a lot of power and corruption, the solution to it is go for decentralization. So whenever there is decentralization, it reduces the risk of corruption, fraud, and manipulation. So if you see, blockchain is a new and innovative way to implement decentralization. The buzzword behind blockchain is decentralization. It's a shared immutable ledger for recording the history of transactions. So what happens in decentralization? Do you think the risk of corruption is less? Say, for example, when you go to a bank to a teller to withdraw some money, you give him the slip, you give him the withdrawal slip. The teller verifies your balance, and then he checks your withdrawal slip. Later on, he signs and passes on to someone else. To decide whether to give your money, he signs, then he passes on to his manager. If the manager sees the withdrawal slip, he verifies once again, and he also acknowledges your transaction. Then later on, the teller gives you the money. If you see, in case of decentralization, there is more than one person to validate the transaction. In this case, the chance of corruption, the chance of fraud and manipulation becomes less. So when you look at a proper land document, if it is maintained by a centralized authority, that is where all the problem comes. So, where people try to pay money to the corrupt system, and then they try to change the owner of the land or try to register in someone else's name. But if it is decentralized, where more than one has to approve it, the chance of corruption, fraud, and manipulation becomes less.
For the vote of thanks, I thank all the professors. Thank you, Dr. Benson, sir. Thank you all the professors, and sorry for the 10 minutes delay, which happened due to the live YouTube session. There was a delay in that, but by the grace of the Lord, it happened successfully. Thank you, everyone, each and everyone, for making this webinar a successful one. And kindly proceed with vote of thanks.
Yes, Ajay. Give thanks to the Lord because He is good. His love is eternal. 1 Chronicles 16:34. Gratitude is the most delicate form of courtesy. We must always find time to thank great people who make differences in our lives. I extend my sincere gratitude to our patron, Reverend Sister Dr. Arogya Rani, Secretary and Principal, for her support and guidance in organizing this webinar. I extend my thanks to our resource person, Dr. S. Benson Edwin Raj, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Information Sciences, Higher Colleges of Technology, Fujairah Women Campus, UAE, for accepting our invitation in spite of his busy schedule. I extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Dina Suresh, Head, Department of Computer Science, for her immense efforts in organizing this webinar. I am very much thankful to all faculty members of Computer Science Department for their valuable contributions, arrangements, encouragement, and all-time support in organizing this webinar. I extend my thanks to all enthusiastic participants for their valuable and active participation in this webinar. Thank you, everyone.